beautiful Fave Creators. We're back with Olive Tree people again. Yay! Let's see what they're saying more about this product and how different they are. Because obviously, they're probably not that different. It's very hard to be original in MLM because they all usually, if it's related to diet in any way, it's pretty much the same. It's still diet culture. It's still uh, pushing an expensive product. It's usually detoxing. So you let me know what you think, and let's get started.
Oh my gosh. It has been a long time. A long time. Hello, everybody. I am live for the first time in so long. I don't even remember the last time I've been live. So if you're on, please say hello. Show me some love. I would love to see some familiar faces. I would love to see some new faces. Hello, Michael. So excited to be on here doing the dang thing again. I know some of you have been seeing that I've been a little bit more MIA than usual the last year, and I think we all yes, exactly, Michael. All of Taco Pockets. That's exactly what I'm talking about tonight. Um, now you distracted me. Okay, so I know you guys have been seeing I've been MIA more than usual, and in the last year, I've just had so much going on, honestly, and um, it totally just knocked me down. Everything knocked me down. If you've been there, let me know, because I know a lot of people went through it a couple years ago when the world went crazy, but for me, it happened last year, and it's a really tough time for me. Hi, Jamie. So I decided to kind of take a break, and was thinking of throwing in the towel on, everything I've worked for in the last 7 years. And here I am. Here I am doing something that I never thought I'd be doing again. And it's something that is so refreshing. And I'm actually going to have Jamie come on with me. So she is joining right now. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
I'm so excited to be doing this with you. Okay, we have an opportunity. No, we have this synergy call at 8, so we have like 25 minutes, so we're gonna make it like nice and sweet. But I'm so excited to be on here with you guys. Callie is amazing. You guys, she's a seasoned leader, and we're gonna be talking about Olive Tree People. I think a lot of people don't know about this brand yet. But before we hop into that, and it sounded like you were kind
If anyone is new to how MLMs work, they have a lot of positions. I'm gonna say positions in quotations that are non-existent and don't matter in real life. So when can't hear myself well enough with both of them in. So when there is this company and they say season leader, it just means they've been in the business long enough that they have achieved probably like the highest or near the highest ranks. Well, I can't even say ranks, they're ranks. Highest ranks in the company, but it doesn't get you anywhere in real life. You can't put it on a resume, it gets you nowhere. It's like an imaginary qualification. Just saying, just my opinion. So if people who don't know of an MLM, they are people that buy into products or buy the products from the company, and then they get it as a starter kit for them to start selling. So you have to pay to play, basically. Uh, and usually there is a 75 to 95% uh, possibility that they get anywhere. It's very rare that they achieve anything. Um, well, actually, 75 to 95% chance they will not get anywhere. Sorry, wrong way. Their likelihood of getting anywhere is very, very high to their likelihood of getting higher, which is very small. So like there could be like a 5% that gets it, and then there's like 99.9% of them most times that get nowhere. So it's very difficult to do. As you can tell, I haven't said the statistics in a while, so I got confused. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's a 75 to 95% chance that you will not get further along in the company other than where you're at. It's very hard to get people underneath you. It's very hard to sell the product sometimes. Most times these people are the customer, and it's sad because I would love to be able to support them, but it's a pyramid scheme in my opinion. So anyway, let's continue.
Telling your story, I would love to hear like maybe just like your journey through like direct sales, like where have you been, and then like were you looking for olive tree people? Did you stumble upon it? Just kind of walk us through that because I feel like it's so cool hearing everybody's stories because like 99% of people were not really looking, and then when they saw it, they were like, okay, I have to do this.
Yeah.
So I would love to hear your story.
Okay. I sound probably a little echo.
Am I echoey? It may
Yes.
be. Yeah.
You might have
It's always
okay.
me.
I was gonna say maybe you could hit the mute button because I see there's like a mute, but yeah, I don't hear myself. So if anyone's watching, let me know if there's an echo. But I'm not hearing myself, so we're good. So yeah, oh my gosh. So real quickly to make it short and sweet, I got into the direct sales industry actually selling wine 7 years ago. I was 26. I needed money for my wedding and I was working in the dental field and I was like, holy crap, I need some extra money for my wedding. And I actually didn't even like wine at the time. I just knew like I wanted something different. And that's kind of how I've always been. I always am attracted to the things that are different. And at the time, I didn't really know a lot of people doing that, doing wine parties and stuff. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to go for it. Decided I really loved it. I ended up liking wine along the way and, you know, ranked up pretty fast, made my own money. And I was like, I love being my own boss. And from then on, after paying for my wedding, I was like, dude, I want to do this full time. Like, I'm actually pretty decent at it. And as long as I can follow directions and you know, like you can put your mind to something, you can make it happen. And fell into the CBD realm. So I have a big hemp background and had been doing that for like the last 5 years and have, you know, tiptoed a little bit into some beauty. But one of the main things that has been the hardest for me in this transition of like finding a home has been number one, I know how you know how it feels when a company like just like says goodbye and you work so hard to build it up from the ground up. It really just like rips your heart out and it's really hard because that was like your baby, right? And so that's what I dealt with was like that grief of losing something like that. And I didn't really know that I was going to be able to make a comeback. I tried some different little opportunities here and there, but nothing ever really lit my fire again. I tried and tried, but it was hard. So that is essentially where I had a really tough year last year. Didn't really know what the heck I was gonna do. Was gonna be like, you know what, I'm done with this. Like, I just don't think it's in the cards for me anymore. I'm gonna move on. And I came across your post and I was like, what is this? And so it was different. And I watched that 5-minute video and it just totally made me feel the way I felt a long time ago. Like there was like passion, a vision, and this like, not to rhyme, but mission, like just like all in one, that really spoke to my heart. And it just, everything seemed so almost too good to be true. So I was like, I don't know about this. I gotta vet out the products. I gotta, you know, I'm not gonna post anything till I try
actually
it.
know exactly what you mean. Like even about the products, because like when they talk about them, you're like, how different could these really be? And then you try them and you're like, holy crap, like this is really nice.
Because everything's so hyped up nowadays.
Yeah,
and like I just don't have the time. I've been the hype girl and you burn out quick.
For
And I'm
sure.
so done with the fake hype and
Yeah.
the high, because then you just got people dropping off
Yeah.
the
Like,
next
and
month.
also too, it's like you want a unique product. Like,
Yes.
I will say that's kind of similar to my story. And so I started off in these very 1970s type companies where like you would go to
I was
I'm
like, you're not
serious,
that
like,
old.
so no, like the companies were old. I'm not that old. I mean, if I was that old, then I'd be looking really
It's that
good for my age.
skincare, y'all.
It's not skincare. It's the IO one. But no, I did like Amway and Advocare. I don't even think Advocare is around anymore on the direct sales part. But they would like teach you to go out into the marketplace and meet people at the store, and I was actually really good at it. Then I started, and they were really good about building up my dream because like they were not good at teaching me how to actually grow and sell, but they like really built up my vision for like direct sales. Like
Yeah.
they inspired the crap out of me. And I was like, this is amazing. And that's, you know, I was really young back then. And I was like, if I could go out into the store, like I could go live, like I could do that. That is so much easier. Like I thought, like that is so easy. I can go live. I could do social media. And I was like, if there's a way to really do this, I'm going to do it. I started off with a network of like 400 Facebook friends. Like I didn't know anything. I didn't know how to go live. I didn't know anything. So if you're sitting there and you're like, I've never done this before, like you can do it. And
Yeah.
everyone starts from the bottom. You know that. And then
I kind of feel bad though that she's been in so many MLMs because that just means she hasn't tried to dip her feet into normal jobs, which are, granted, not always like perfect, obviously, but they're better than MLM. You at least get a paycheck. Because my job, I get a paycheck every week. I don't have to wait 2 weeks to get my paycheck. So that's the benefit for me. I like that, and I work part time. So granted, I wish I made more. That'd be kind of nice if I did, even for part time. But I mean, it is what it is right now. But you know, like it's sad that they're in so long and they're so immersed in it that they don't know how to get out. And like I can relate to that in a lot of ways. Um, so I understand where they're coming from. It is scary, but there's some things that you should just do a normal job for instead of scamming people. So that's just my opinion. I just find that doing these types of jobs, you're stuck in a cycle of constantly having to recruit, and you're less likely to get very far unless you know the team you have is going to follow you into the next company you go to. So, and even those people on your team aren't guaranteed that they'll get very far. But if you're at the top of the pyramid, in my opinion, you will skyrocket right up. So that's just me.
a few other companies, and I finally ranked up to a leadership at this one company. I won't say. And I was just like, I couldn't believe it. And I was like, I'm actually making like checks with commas in it, and it was so great. And so, you know, I kind of felt out of line with some of the companies that I've been with. And I don't know, my last company shut down, and this kind of just popped. Well, one of my friends introduced me to corporate. We were the first people to talk about Olive Tree People with the CEO, like, and I was just felt so cool. But it was more so like it was more so the product that I was like, whoa, like this is really, really unique. Like, because in my mind, I was like, I don't. I'm sorry, guys. This thing always falls
No,
down.
it's
In my
okay.
mind, I was kind of like rolling my.
Everyone knows that follows me like Hot Mess Express over here, so it's all good.
Oh yeah. But I was gonna say, I don't even remember what I was saying. But yeah, I wasn't really like looking for anything. And it was just like I was kind of like, I don't think this is gonna be any different than anything else out there, but it's so different that I think it's gonna make everything so unique. So anyway, so let's talk about, I would love for you to talk about maybe like what makes this brand unique to you, like like what stands out about it to you? Is it like the product formulation? Like, let's talk a little bit about that because I think that is just so different. And like, I think once people hear about it, they may be kind of like, what? You know? So
Yeah.
if you want to kind of go through that, I would like love to talk about that.
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing for me was coming off such a tough year for me mentally. I just literally a few months ago wrote down like goals for myself. And I know some people don't like to put down goals or resolutions, New Year resolutions and stuff, but this year I really wanted to focus on my mental health and my overall health in general. And one of the things on my list was get a skincare routine down because I suck at taking care of my face. I'm like 33 years old and don't have a skincare routine. I've been using makeup wipes forever and that's what I do. Like that's just what I did. And so like that was one of my things, but also just getting healthy in general. And so when I watched that video and I like heard what he said about what's inside, not only, I mean, the skincare, but like what else we're putting in our bodies and how it's all connected. Because I know we have ingestibles as well, which I've been taking.
Yeah.
I was just mind blown by what the
Yeah.
olive tree can do. I mean, the tree can live up to like 4,000 years. So it's like all just like wrecking my brain.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, and also
and
in California, there's I believe the redwood tree. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty positive the redwood tree can be is the same age. There's like redwood forests that are so old. Should we be? We're not gonna touch those forests. Just saying. But the fact that they're like, oh, they're 400 years old. Okay, cool. What does that mean? That's a cool topic. That's cool info. That's cool info to know. Why?
I think that that specific like formula, that elixir that he uses, which he used to heal himself
Yeah.
15 years ago, that was just really eye-opening to me because I've been dealing with health issues for quite some time and been trying to figure out how to, you know, be healthy but still have a life, you know, and
Yeah, for sure. It's like it's hard to incorporate like wellness routine into everyday life when you're so busy,
yes.
for sure.
Yes, and I've just gone through so much recently that I've just been on this like I want to take care of my body and
Yeah.
I'm tired of, you
Feeling
know, just
sick.
yeah, and
Yeah. Tired of feeling tired.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and so once I watched that video, I was like, okay, I have to try this. And not only that, it was really comforting knowing that they've been around for
Yeah.
10 years, 15 years in Europe already and have like a following of 400,000 people on Instagram, like
Yeah.
tons of reviews. Like I was like, okay, like this isn't just like a startup, like, oh, we just created this product
Yeah.
like a month ago, no one's ever tried it. No, this has been around and
Yeah.
Europe is
That
like,
was super attractive to me too.
yes.
Yeah.
So that made me feel really comfortable knowing like, okay, this isn't your average startup, like where it could
Right.
just be gone tomorrow or the products suck or whatever. It had something to back it up. And the amount of editorial magazines it's been in, Gigi
Yeah.
Hadid, like all the things, Vogue, Cosmopolitan. I was like, okay, you have my attention.
I think the first thing that Mary sent me was a video, and she uses it as an example now, like without my permission. I'm just kidding. But it was like the video, and then below I was like, wait, Gigi Hadid uses this? I said, get us a meeting. That's literally what I put when she sent me that. But what's cool is products here are waterless, and the base of all of our products are the elixir from the olive leaves. An elixir is a juice or a liquid, and so they squish the olive leaves, and that juice comes out, and they replace the water in our products with that elixir. That's the base. So it's the base in the skincare, and it's the base in the ingestibles. And it's crazy. I mean, I had no idea that they did studies, like even organic brands, like all of these brands, 98% of them used water as the first ingredient, and 98% of them had about 70% of water. And water, you know, is okay, but wouldn't you rather have have a base that's alive with antioxidants. Like filtered water is just plain filtered water.
Yes.
And
I have the
so yeah,
box right here.
that
I love it
yeah,
in there.
100% organic, active beauty instead of water. I can't even see it
Yeah.
because it's backwards.
Yeah. Active Beauty Elixir.
Yeah, it just
Yes.
basically means our products have pretty close to 100% bioactive ingredients.
Alive
Like there's no
ingredients.
filler. So you can really feel the difference on your skin. But so in those leaves, there is the hydroxytyrosol, which is one of the most powerful antioxidants in the world. It's great to put on topically, but it's crazy because just Google hydroxytyrosol and like benefits, and you will be amazed at all of the benefits hydroxytyrosol has. And specifically, hydroxytyrosol is literally FDA approved to reduce cholesterol, to help regenerate the liver. I'm not kidding. Like help detoxify the lungs. Now, we can't legally probably say that our product does that. I can tell you our product has hydroxytyrosol. Do your research on hydroxytyrosol and what it does.
I'm happy to hear when these reps at least say what we're legally not allowed to say, because they know the FTC will be on them so quick for saying stuff they're not allowed to say, like medical claims that aren't allowed to be said. Because medically, you are not a doctor, and you are not able to make those claims that you know of any of those. Just because someone makes a product and they make you feel good doesn't mean you get to make medical advice or medical claims. Just like,
But there are numerous studies on hydroxytyrosol. And like it gives you like this energy boost. Have you been taking like the IO1 or any of that? Do you feel like it's so weird because it's like, do you feel it? How do you feel on the products? Like skin and the ingestibles, how are you feeling?
So I've been taking the IO1. I just recently started taking it. And I have to put it in orange juice. So I know my mom, she can take it like, she's like, it tastes like figs. And I'm like, it's just a little too bitter for me. But it says you can put it in orange juice or any kind of juice. So that's what I take, and it doesn't taste any different. So like the orange juice doesn't taste any different. And honestly, I don't feel like, what's the word? I feel really like calm, and like I don't feel any like major energy, like jittery or anything like that.
Yeah.
I feel like normal,
Like
but like
clear-minded.
Yes, clear-minded.
Yeah.
And I just started taking the collagen as well. I've actually represented a really good collagen for a long time. That I love. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one works. I'm really excited to try it. And yeah, I love the skincare. I mean, the skincare was the first thing I tried. And I could tell a major difference the first time I used it. My mom literally messaged me and was like, because she had signed up too, and she was like, my face feels like a baby's butt.
I've got to meet your mom.
I hadn't even tried it yet, but when she said that, I like ran to the bathroom. I was like, all right, let me try it. So I tried it, and I was like, yes. So like, I love it.
It's like the whole experience. Like I get excited to put it on because it's like it has essential oils in it. It smells so good.
Yes.
Like every single product, I'm like, oh, this smells so good. Shampoo, the body wash, and so we don't use synthetic fragrance in our products, which I also love. Like our products are they're pretty clean. And I just love that, especially if you're working on your health. I have to agree with the skincare. I was like, what is this? And then for me, I actually struggle with a lot of inflammation in my body. So I started taking the collagen and immediately felt like my joints just like were not inflamed anymore. And I was like, what the heck is in this? Like, this is crazy.
It tastes really good too.
Yeah, I will say the collagen and the hyaluronic have a pretty good taste. I think one's pomegranate and one's like an apple, almost like an apple juice kind of taste. And then the IO1 is the straight, pretty much almost just like olive leaf juice with some other things in it, like a camu. It's like vitamin C. And so that one's a little more bitter, and you have to kind of mix it with the juice. I mean, I'm used to drinking like green juices, like fresh pressed green juice, so I don't really mind. But I know some people are like more sensitive. I'm like, I'll just down it. But I also have drinking like just straight up like spinach juice and so like I'm just whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can always mix it. But no, I have loved the products. I've loved the culture so far. I mean,
It's so
can't complain, guys.
ground floor. Like it's
So ground
insane.
floor.
It's
And so happy because you will get further up the company starting out that a soft launch here. Oh my gosh. There's nothing new. Why do all these companies come out and act like they're new? They're not new. You guys say the same crap every day, same crap every time. Nothing different. Do you have anything different, please? Because it's just irritating because anytime I hear about these companies, I'm like, oh, joy, a new company. Maybe it'll be really, really far out and interesting. Like Tengen is really culty in my opinion. But anytime these new companies come out, they are just cookie cutter and like new brand name. That's all they are. There's nothing new and crazy awesome about them. Would love to meet one that's really crazy awesome and cool, at least so I can have something interesting to say. Because I've yet to see any of them that be really interesting, in my opinion.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know you just launched. Like, how are you feeling with it being so new?
So, I've been with a few startups and I've seen the good, bad, and the ugly. And
Hmm.
I think the biggest thing for me coming over has been like, can we just talk about the branding? I mean, they have
It's
some
stunning.
amazing
It's
branding. I'm talking
so
down to the
pretty.
tissue paper, y'all. They
Yeah,
even have the
I thought
tissue
that
paper
it was
branded.
just the starter kits that look like that. No, it's every single package comes with like a catalog, a box.
Yes.
Everything's wrapped in tissue with like it's all designed like it's so
So
glass
bougie.
bottles. It's heavy stuff. I'm like somebody was like it would be cheaper if they did plastic and I'm like no, but you can't put these products in plastic because like it'll denature the product. So like
Yeah,
it's like
it is
fancy, super fancy.
fancy. It's like
What
so
does
Look how
beautiful.
denature mean? Okay. I'm gonna have to look this up. But why? What? 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 Denature it? What does that mean? I need to look it up then. If that's an actual word or if they just like came up with that word or what.
Pretty. Like all of
Yeah.
this like natural branding. Like it's so nice. I just love
It's
it.
so pretty. I feel like the branding, like this is the kind of stuff I wanted in other companies, and like we would be like pushing
Yes.
all the time for like we need this, like, and they already have it. Like they already have it. Which makes
Yeah.
sense why they have such a huge following. So
Yeah.
it's just going to take the US by storm. Like it's going to be
I
massive.
think so too.
Um
I
and
really, really do. It's
yeah,
kind of gives me chills. Like I just feel like it's such a hidden gem and like nobody knows about it.
yeah,
It's so crazy to me. And like now, some people are kind of looking and oh my
right.
gosh, if you
And
guys only
hey,
knew like all the people that are really like seriously considering coming here. It's crazy.
and the other thing was the fact that the CEO is already wanting to do an incentive trip.
Yeah,
Or
we already
we're
have
doing it
one.
right now, like
Yeah, we already
starting this month.
have one. I'm like,
And why do you
And
yeah.
we
think
haven't even technically,
the owner wants to do an incentive trip? You know why? Because it brings in money. Because y'all pay for it. Y'all so quick to jump on it. Like those trips are so great. It's a business trip. You barely get to have fun, which for me, if I want to do a trip, I do it for the fun of it, not because I want to do it for a business. Like, granted, I do photography. I'll do photography on those trips. You know why? Because I enjoy it, not because I'm trying to make money. I don't even try to sell. I sell art and I sell photography stuff. Like I sell photos, but like outside of that, I just do it because I like it. Just do something because you like it. You don't have to do it because you have to make money. And rarely on those trips do you actually make money. You lose money. You're spending more money than you get the whole year round on these darn trips that they get like 2 and 3 times in a year. And it's just, I don't get it. It's just a cult tactic that they use to keep them in.
Launched. Like we're still in
Yeah.
pre-launch.
They have an event in June. So like we're in soft launch, and soft launch is like when companies are preparing to fully launch. They're still working through IT kinks and like just getting everything up and running properly. And then there's official launch, so that'll be in June. So you can qualify to win a trip. And even if you don't win the trip, you can still attend. It's like, I think it's like $25 or something. And you go and you have food and you try like all the olive oil, and they'll make like elixir drinks for you there. It's gonna be really cute and fancy, and just it's to me it's like I'm excited to see everybody. There's nothing like meeting people in person and like just having fun and staying up late and like telling stories and just being goofy. Like that's my favorite part of doing these types of businesses, is like having friends and those connections. So I'm
It's
so excited that we
almost,
get to
at
do.
least for my tying of this trip, is almost like how she describes it, like me going to culty Christian camp and learning all these things that we need to learn at Christian camp and meeting people and bonding over cult tactic stuff, over cult stuff. That's all I tie to it. That's all I get from that. Just me.
So early on. Oh my God, let's talk about the orchard in Spain, the hotel. You do it. I talk too much. You go.
Okay, yeah. So this company has like a ginormous orchard in Spain of all of the olive trees. So we source all of it from there. And we also have our own bees, you guys. We get our own honey for some of the masks. Like you've seen the green mask I've done. I did it this weekend with for girls' night with my best friends. We have glow parties. Like it's just so fun. But anyways, we have our own bees, y'all. So we're sourcing everything like natural, and it's ours, you know. So we also have a spa in Spain. There's actual flagship stores in Germany. We have Germany Zoom in and teach us about the products, which was really cool. And apparently there's going to be incentive trips to go to Spain and Germany and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, it's really refreshing. It's a refreshing feeling, and not this like, oh, I hope we make it. You know, they have their SHIT together.
Yeah, I mean, they have actually in Europe, they had 18 million customers with a 88% return rate. You know, that's
insane.
crazy. And I can see the return rate now, because like when they said that, I was like, when I hadn't tried the product, I was like, really? But now I'm like, when you try it, like just a couple products, you're like, I need these, like I need more. You know, you want to try everything, and like it's crazy because like I don't think I've tried something that I'm like, this is just not good. Like everything is so, even like we started researching the collagen, and apparently it's from the Pata Negra wild boars in Spain. That's where we source our collagen. It's one of the most expensive types of collagen. I didn't know this. I just found out like last week, okay? Because we're still researching everything. There's over 80, you know, products, and we're still researching, and we're like, oh my gosh, like this is what people don't usually use, that type of collagen, because it's really expensive to source, and we have it. So it's like the more you research the brand, and like I dissected every single skincare product because I'm big in skincare and I'm like really wanting to understand the products. And I was just like amazed at all of the key ingredients in each product. And so quality is there for sure. The good reputation is there. I just think it's going to be stable.
And
I think
their comp plan
comp plan is just built for longevity. It really is. Like I've never seen a comp plan quite like this. And I think it's a really good thing.
Yes, on that one.
For sure. So I'm really, really excited.
I think the biggest thing for me was that it wasn't just a skincare company because
Yeah.
I wanted to have versatility. Like
Yeah.
I've been in a little bit of beauty, but I've been in health and wellness more.
Yeah.
And so I just love that we have the opportunity to sell all the things, what you're putting inside your body and what you're putting on top, because
Yeah.
your skin is your biggest organ.
And we have like
And
mouth cooling oil. We have
yes,
other things. We have tea. We have other things that it's like very, very unique.
yeah.
So really a great product lineup. But if you guys have been thinking of joining Callie, you guys need to reach out to her today. Like we are growing fast.
All
We're
right, well,
gonna
they're
grow with or
already
without you, but
done,
we want you
basically,
here
this
with
call.
us.
So I
And
hope you
Callie's an
guys enjoyed. Let
incredible
me know
leader.
your
So you guys
thoughts
reach
on
out to
this.
her today.
I'm still going to keep talking about
I
them.
Yes.
think our
They're
call is about to start. I actually
obviously
have to.
not any different than any other company, in my opinion. And I don't know. It's just funny when they stress the difference in their company to any other one. They're not that different. So I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, hit the bell down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you soon. Bye.